So, what if I told you one single person could basically be an entire record label? I'm talking a band manager, a songwriter, and the creative force behind a dozen different bands in almost every genre you can think of. Well, today we're going to dive into this really fascinating story about a creator who's doing just that. They're using AI not to replace creativity, but as this incredibly powerful partner. All right, so let's jump right in, and we're going to start with a bit of a puzzle. Just imagine you're scrolling through YouTube. You find a music channel. One day they drop a really gritty funk metal track, and the very next day, it's a super soulful Delta blues song. You'd probably be a little confused, right? And that's the big question here. How is it even possible for one creator to not just mess around with different styles, but to actually produce authentic sounding music in such a wide range of genres, where each one has its own vibe, its own identity? I mean, just look at this. It perfectly illustrates the puzzle we're talking about. On the left, you've got this band, Pocket Parents, doing a 90s-style funk metal cover. And on the right, Deep Blue Water with an original Delta blues tune. Same channel, but musically, they are worlds apart. Okay, so how on earth is this possible? Well, the answer isn't just about some fancy technology. It's about a whole new kind of creative partnership. This is the big reveal. The channel that's behind all this incredible variety is called Free Roam Music. And honestly, what they're doing, it could be a blueprint for what solo musicians and artists do in the future. And you know what? They lay out their secret sauce right there in their mission statement. It reveals the whole formula. See, this isn't about just pushing a button and having a song pop out. It's a blend of human ideas. We're talking original lyrics, original concepts, teamed up with the power of AI music tools. So here's how they do it. The process is actually pretty straightforward. Step 1, it always starts with a person, with human songwriting. Then AI comes in and acts as the band, the producer, the whole studio, really. And finally, to give every project its own unique look, custom AI art is made for every single song. It's a complete creative system, all managed by one person. Now, this is where it gets really cool. This is my favorite part. Instead of just releasing random songs in different genres, the creator has actually built a whole lineup of distinct virtual bands. Each one has its own name, its own style, its own personality. Okay, first up, meet the Bamboo Brothers. These guys are all about those chilled-out, original reggae vibes. And this isn't a cover song. It's an original track called The Well in the Valley. And then talk about a complete 180. We meet 40 Mile River. Their thing is country and even country rap. This song, Drinking Out Loud, has a totally different energy, a whole different way of telling a story. And maybe you're in the mood for something a bit more traditional? Well, there's Mountain of Truth. They're serving up original bluegrass and country, and again, with their very own sound and look. And just to prove they can do literally anything, you can't forget the Beer Monkeys, who are cranking out high-energy punk rock. I mean, the artwork alone tells you everything you need to know about what they sound like. I mean, the range here is just wild. You've got home theater for that big stadium rock sound, Spoonie V for rap and R&B, Deep Blue Water for the blues, and the list just keeps going. Each band is like a different window into this one creator's imagination, brought to life with AI as the ultimate collaborator. Okay, so you've built this amazing musical universe. Now what? How do you get people to actually find it and listen in today's super crowded world? Well, this is where the story gets really smart and strategic. So the channel gets started back in June of 2025. And for the first few months, they're building things up, releasing these full-length songs. And they get to a solid but, modest number, a little over 8,000 views. But, it's the classic creative problem, right? You hit that wall and you start asking yourself, how do I break through all the noise? How do I get this work in front of way more people and really speed things up? The solution? It was a simple but brilliant pivot. The creators started using YouTube Shorts, cutting up little snippets of these songs and dropping them into that super fast-paced vertical video feed. And the change was dramatic. And wow, did this strategy work? Check this out. The Shorts didn't steal the audience from the main videos. In fact, a huge 41% of people who watched the Shorts then went on to watch the full songs. The Shorts became like the perfect little appetizer, a gateway into the bigger world of free roam music. And it wasn't just about the numbers. This is where a real community starts to form. You start seeing comments like this one on a 40 Mile River song, where someone feels like they're hearing the comeback of real country. That's connection. And this is so important. The creator is right there in the mix, talking with the audience. Somebody compares the funk metal band to the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and the creator jumps right in, agrees, and even adds a couple more influences. That's how you build a real fan base. I love this one. Just a simple comment, pretty epic, gets a personal reply. And the creator points out a specific thing they love about the track, the walk-in bass line on this one. It just shows you there's a real human, a real music lover behind all of this AI-powered production. Okay, so let's step back for a second. What does all of this actually mean? Because this isn't just about one cool YouTube channel. This could be a sign of a much, much bigger shift in how we make art. What free roll music is doing, it's like they've written a whole new playbook. The old way, you were often stuck in one genre. You needed a whole band. It cost a ton of money, and making stuff was slow. This new model, it empowers one single creator to explore any genre they want, with AI as their partner. The cost to get started is low, and they can put out a ton of diverse music really fast. So it really points to a future where maybe the biggest thing holding a musician back isn't finding bandmates or getting a record deal or even how well they play an instrument, but just the limits of their own imagination. This whole project leaves us with a really big question. Is AI going to be the ultimate creative partner for the solo artist of tomorrow?